K1 Visa channel, your green card channel. This is the place to be if you want to get information on how to process a K1 visa, process a green card, if you want to process a spousal visa, CR1, IR1, or a tourist visa. It's all free information. I do this for you for free. Now, I'm not an immigration attorney. I don't work for USCIS. I don't work for the State Department. I don't give you any legal advice. I don't have uh, authority to give you legal advice. I'm not a CPA either. I'm not a doctor. I'm retired, but I've got 10 years experience in processing K1 visas and green cards. I've got 10 years of doing this, guys. Okay, I can write the book on how to put a green card package together. I can write the book on how to put a K1 visa package together so you don't get a denial as long as you qualify for the benefit. J. Cone Time. Hey, Diego, it's been a while. I hope you remember me. I was stuck on Department of State Form 5535 for 11 to 12 months. So I remember you were on the 221G. What's going on? Was it Pakistan? And you finally, after the long wait, you got your visa. Well, I said you was going to get your visa. You just had to stick it out. You can't throw in the towel. You can't wave the white flag of surrender. You just got to stick it out. And you did. Congratulations. So I'm going to give you a Mountain Dew salute. J-Con time. Congratulations. And we want to get you into the United States. Come on over. Now you need to get over to the USA. Uno Mikey. I paid my wife's green card fee, withdrew the case when we... What? I paid my wife's green card fee. How long will it take to receive it? Well, first you got to get the biometrics letter, Uno Mikey. So you file for the green card, right? They cashed the check. The immigration folks, they took your money, right? They took your money. They got it in their bank. Now you got to wait for the biometrics letter where you're going to go get the biometrics. For your wife's going to get her biometrics. She's going to get her pictures taken, her fingerprints taken. She's going to sign her full name. Don't forget, when she signs her biometrics form, her new name is going to be your last name if she took your last name. Let me see. J. Cone time. Didn't fight it back, so our lawyer withdrew the case when we got the visa. There you go. Good job. When immigration got wind of a lawsuit from the federal government or from your attorney, they said, "Oh, we don't want to have this." So they went ahead and approved it. Chris and Emil, 221G. Usually, how long does it take to process? Usually at the embassy, about, well, it depends on what it was for. In your case, you had to get that process taken care of for your fiance. Probably about 2 weeks. It doesn't take long. Adriana Sarango Nunez. Hi, Diego. Always glad to see a surprise live stream. Okay, Adriana, I'll give you a Mountain Dew salute for that. It's what, Sunday? Right? November 10th, 2024. It's about 10:36 a.m. Central Time, U.S., which is 11:36 a.m. Eastern Time, 9:37 a.m. Mountain Time, and 8:37 in the morning in California, Pacific Time. So how's everybody doing? Oh no, Mike, you paid for your wife's green card application. How long will it take to receive the green card? First, you got to get the biometrics done, and then it takes about 6 to 9 months to wait for the green card. It's not a quick process, but you guys are together, okay? In a spousal visa, you would be separated from each other waiting for this process. But because you went ahead and did the K1 visa, you guys are together waiting for the green card now. Adriana. Hi, Diego. Where can I get reliable legal advice just in case if I can work from my Peruvian job remotely when I'm on my K1 visa in the U.S. before I get a green card? Call the IRS. Call the IRS. You don't need to get legal advice. You call the government. You call the IRS and ask, hey, can I work remotely? Because those are the folks that control the taxes in the United States. Okay? If the IRS says you can work remotely, then those are the folks you got to ask, okay? IRS, can I work remotely? Oh, thank you. Yeah, just ask them. Tell them that you're on you're waiting for a green card, okay? Or, just explain to them the immigration situation. You're welcome. And in that way, you don't have to pay an immigration attorney because it's free. Calling the IRS is no charge. You call the IRS, hey, what's the deal? How do I do this? And they will explain it to you. I don't know if I have a phone number for you. Let me see. Let's see what we got here. Let's go with IRS questions. Let me see. IRS questions online. You can do it this way. No, you don't want to hire anybody. You don't want to be spending any money. Okay? You don't want to go to these crazy people. There's a phone number right here. Maybe this can help you. 829-0922. Well, this one here. Try this one. This number right here. 877-777-4778. That's a toll-free number. The Taxpayer Advocate Service is your voice at the IRS. So the Taxpayer Advocate, okay, is free. It's free question. If you have a question for the IRS, you call them at that number and they will help you and they won't charge you anything. Okay, call that 877 number. Oh no, Mikey, I'm on the spouse visa. Okay, so it's another biometric. Yeah, you have to do another biometric. You do a biometric you're in Colombia, and then you do another biometric in the United States. And then that biometric will go on file, and that's it. It's no biggie. It's easy to do. Let's see here. So, okay, there you go, Adriana. That number, the 877-777-4778. That's a tax advocate. That's a free advice channel right there. They will ask you. You call them up and ask them the question about your working remotely in the United States with a Peruvian company, that you're waiting for your green card. Do you have your social security number yet? If you have, you got to get your social security number, right? Chris and Emil, I will tell her. It takes a couple of weeks to get through it once you process it. Did the U.S. Embassy in Manila in the Philippines, did they receive that paperwork that you had, they were asking for? You gave it to them, right? They have everything. They have everything, right? So they just have to adjudicate it. If I remember, I think you told me that they have it. And it's a pain. I know it's not fun. You just want to get reunited and get through all this legal paperwork. It's a pain. I know. Karina, when she was in her scary visa interview, okay, she had her visa interview at the U.S. Embassy in Bogota, Colombia. You all know she got a 221G for the Interpol police certificate. She had to wait another freaking month to get the Interpol police certificate. When she got it, I sent it to the embassy in Bogota, and the next day her visa was issued. But that's Bogota, Colombia. Manila may be taking a little bit longer to process 221Gs. Oh no, Mikey, I've paid the green card fee and used my home address. That's in Florida, but I live in Tennessee with my wife. Okay, well then all the paperwork's going to go to your address in Florida. If you paid the green card fee and used your address in Florida, the 797, the paperwork, everything is going to get mailed to Florida. But you live in Tennessee with your wife. That's fine. Do you have somebody that can go to your house in Florida and check the mail every day for your paperwork? Because you're going to be given their biometrics. And if you have used a Florida address, then your biometrics is going to be in Florida. Okay, make sure you Do you have informed delivery? Informed delivery. Informed delivery. Look up informed delivery for the U.S. Postal Service. U.S. Postal Service is informed delivery. U.S. Postal Service. I'm trying to write it here. Google informed delivery, U.S. Postal Service, and then that way, when your mail gets mailed to you from immigration, you will get an email. You'll get an email. And then, my mail's on the way to Florida. So that way you can get in touch with your people in Florida and have them go pick up the mail for you. Joe Contine, thank you, Diego. You have been a great help throughout everything. Well, I knew you were going to get your visa. It just took a little bit of a punch from your side. I explained to you how to do the punch. You initiated the punch. Your visa got approved, and then you withdrew the punch because there's no reason to continue with it. Mountain Dew salute, Jay Contine, to you and your family. Soon you'll be in America. And I'll keep making videos for everybody so you don't stay bored. I don't want you to be bored. I make videos. I do live streams. I've helped lots of people. I've got 10 years of experience doing this. Filling out the green card paperwork. Filling out the application for the K-1 visa. Remember, immigration are looking for number one, you got to qualify for the benefit. What are the qualifications for a K-1 visa? You got to be legally free and able to marry. Got to be single or divorced or widow. You got to have sufficient income to cover the household size of your family, right? You can't have a bad criminal record. I mean, if you stole some cookies from Publix when you were 5 years old and you got caught and got slapped on the wrist, that's not going to stop you from getting a K-1 visa. Ahmed Ashraf, is single visit between couple enough for the embassy interview as my fiance is a college student and busy? How long was the single visit between the couple? How much time did you spend together? I went to Colombia and I spent 5 weeks with Karina. Then I went back and spent 5 months with Karina. Then I went back and spent 10 months with Karina. And then 3 months with Karina. How much time were you together? A single visit, a one-time visit will qualify you for the K-1 visa as long as you have got a lot of time together. Were you together for a month, 2 months? How long? Adriana, hi Diego, how much time from marriage date to apply for adjustment of status? 50 to 60 days. 50 to 60 days. So you get married. Adriana, you get married, okay? You get on joint bank accounts. You get joint accounts. You start building a green card package that shows you guys have been living together for 60 days. Look at that super sticker from Ice Alfred. A fantastic super sticker. And thank you for everything you have done. Mountain Dew salute. I'm heading to Bogota, Colombia on Thursday, jueves, for my fiance's K-1 visa interview. Jueves, tu viaje con Bogota para tu prometida cita. Is it worth paying for the special visa delivery once it's approved? Is it worth paying? No, what's the point of that? Thank you for everything again. No, save the money. You don't need to do that. Mountain Dew salute. There's no reason to spend extra money on a special visa delivery. When you filed for when you created the visa interview date, the CETA, when you created the visa interview, they asked you, where do you want to pick up the visa from? And you put Gold Street, right? I got the address here. When you pick up the visa at the point of sale delivery, the CSRA in Bogota, which is the address is right here. I'll give you the address. This is where you pick it up. Cal 26, number 92, connector. Let me see if I can spell it. It's got two N's, and I put one in. Look at that. Karina's not here. She's not here to help me. I can't see without her help, without her eyes. Connector Gold 4, right? And it's on the first floor of the Lado Occidental, okay, in Bogota. So let me see if I gotta redo that. That's the address. Cal 26, number 92, Connector Gold, on the first floor. It's close to the biometrics, where you did the biometrics. The biometrics office is here, and then right here in the same shopping plaza is where you pick up the visa. It's a U.S. government office in Colombia. Okay, but I still Ford, thank you for that super chat. That's greatly appreciated. Awesome super chat. Karina's at work, so I'll tell her that you gave her a super chat when she gets home from work. We appreciate you. And Ahmed, she will spend 5 weeks with me in a single visit. Okay, 5 weeks is good. That's a good amount of time. That's a good amount of time. That's good. But make sure you keep all the evidence of your visits with each other. Go on lots of dinner dates. Go on lots of lunch dates. Keep all the receipts for the dinner dates and the lunch dates. Have 5 weeks worth of lunch date and dinner dates. Lots and lots of pictures with family and friends. Lots and lots of pictures with family and friends. I would get at least, I would take a picture a day with family and friends, or 2 pictures a day. Overload that visa application with evidence, because it's a one visit, because she's a student, and it's 5 weeks. So you want to max out that time with as much evidence as you can. Then you're good. Let me see. Adriana, hi Diego, how much time from marriage date to applying for the adjustment of status? 50, 60 days. Build up collect all the evidence of you living together and commingling of funds. You're on the bank statements, the water bill, the electric bill, the deed to the house, the deed to the rent or the apartment or wherever you live. Get on the title to the car, motorcycle, RV. Get a Sam's Club card, get a library card, get a BJ's Warehouse Club, Wholesale Club card, get everything. Stack up and build a massive green card package. Overwhelm the immigration officer with so much evidence. They're just going to go, all right, we got it. You're approved. And Isa Ford says, thank you for everything you have done. I'm heading to Bogota on Thursday, which is Jueves. For my fiance's K1 visa interview, which is K1 Cita. Is it worth paying for the special visa delivery? Don't waste your money on the special visa delivery. Just go pick it up at the CSRA in Bogota. Thank you for everything. I'm here for you. Always here for you. Adriana, married. Ahmed, thank you, Adriana. Isofit, she lives in Cali. Okay. But do you want to, okay, she lives in Cali, but you're going to be in Bogota, right? Are you going to fly back to Cali once the visa interview is over with? Once you go to the K1 visa interview, the scary visa interview, are you both going to be flying back to Cali to be with her family? Or are you going to stay in Bogota and wait for the K1 visa to get issued? Okay, so you're going to fly back to Cali. Well, then that's different. If you're going to be flying directly back to Cali after the visa interview to wait for the visa, then just get the special delivery. Get the special delivery. You're good. I didn't know you were in Cali. Look at that super sticker from Estelle. Estelle, great. Thank you. Man, I'll be able to stock up on more Mountain Dew. You guys are great. Thank you, Estelle. Appreciate you. That's a nice super sticker too. Look at that, high fives. High five super sticker. Adriana Ahmed, get like 3 to 4 situation pictures per day for your application. That's right there, Adriana. She's top of the class. She's going to get a Mountain Dew salute. She's learned a lot from this channel. Good job. Good information from Adriana. Great information. Oh no, Mikey, hope Trump doesn't take my wife. She just got here. Trump's not going to take your wife. Oh no, Mikey. Trump's going to help your wife. Okay? Trump's not going to block people from coming here who come in here legally. It's those folks that are trying to sneak across the border that are going to get sent back home. Not because Trump doesn't want them to be here. That's far from it. His President-elect Trump's wife came to the United States on a freaking work permit, H1 or H4 work permit, and got a green card. She got a green card. She's here legally, and she married Donald Trump. That's his wife. He's not going to send her back home, is he? I think she came away from the Czech Republic. I can't remember where she came from. Come here legally, you're good. If you sneak in, you ain't going to last long. They're going to deport you. Not because they don't want you to be here, but they want you to do it the legal way. They want to make sure you don't have a police record. They want to make sure you got a good Slovenia. She's from Slovenia. They want to make sure that you have a medical exam on file, that you go to an interview and you have a face-to-face. And then you get an I-94 at the border. And then you apply for your green card, and then you don't have to worry about being deported. Because the US government knows that you are not a criminal, you don't have any contagious diseases, and you're ready to start your life here. Let me see here. So, Uno Mikey, Trump's not going to take your wife because she just got here. Karina's from Venezuela. My wife's from Venezuela. She's not worried about nothing. She was like great. She's like thankful that Trump got elected. Actually, she was grateful that Trump got elected. Why? Because now, when Trump secures the border in Mexico and the U.S., all those immigration officers can focus on helping you guys get your freaking visas, not processing these bogus asylum claims. Oh, I want to claim asylum. Why? I need to make more money because my country, we can't make enough. I don't make enough money in my home country. Well, instead of coming to America, why don't you build your country and make it great? What we should do is send pocket constitutions to these countries who are struggling, and help them. We should help the governments, help them out, help them learn how to become capitalists and not socialists. Capitalism really lifts everybody out of poverty, right? That's what it does in America. So let me see. Estelle Lemogum. Hi, Diego, and happy Sunday, Estelle. Quick question. For the I-134, if I don't have enough money on my account, should I still provide my bank statement, or is IRS enough information? If what you're saying to me is, if you don't have a bunch of money in your savings account, should I still provide a bank statement? Yeah, you need to provide bank statements. Immigration is not looking at your bank statements to see how much money you have in your savings account. Primarily, they're looking to see where the money's coming from. If your income is sufficient for a sponsor to be a sponsor, if you make enough money, you got to prove it. Well, what's the best way to do that? Your tax returns and your bank statements. So you got your bank statement, right? And it's got direct deposits. Like my military retirement goes into the bank once a month. I mean, it's not a lot of money, but it's money, right? So what do? They look at it, and I got my yellow highlighter, and I highlighted all my direct deposits from the military for 12 months. So I had 12 months worth of bank statements, in the K-1 visa application, and also for the green card application, and also for the visa interview. So immigration, when they got the K-1 visa package, I highlighted the direct deposits, so their eyes went to the highlighted income. So they couldn't care less that I just bought some batteries at Walmart on my bank statement. They couldn't care less that I just put gas in my car. They're looking for income. So what you do, you highlight the income on your bank statements, whether it's Social Security income, a retirement income from your job, however you get paid. Okay, that's what they're looking for. Let's see here. Let's not miss anybody. Okay, Iselford. So you're going to fly back to Cali. Okay, that's cool. Then go with that special delivery with with the passport. So you don't have to come back to Bogota. You can have it sent to you directly to Cali. And then you can pick it up in Cali or have it sent to your house by courier. And then you have it. And then you can then buy your plane tickets. Don't buy plane tickets to the United States until you have the visa in your hand. You want to look at the K1 visa, make sure there's no mistakes in the spelling of the name, the date of birth, and things like that. Make sure there's no errors in the K1 visa. So Uno Mikey, Trump's not going to take your wife, okay? He's already got a wife, and she's from Slovenia. Howard A. said Donald Trump's from Slovenia. His wife's from Slovenia. So why would he want to deport people? Because they came here illegally. That's all. That's the only reason. Nothing else. It's nothing personal. Trump doesn't care what the color of your skin is. He just wants you to come here legally. Okay? That's the deal. Let me see. Isaford, yeah, you're going to fly back to Cali. No problem. Ahmed Ashraf, I want to add that all her family will visit with her, get pictures with her mom and dad and 3 sisters, and we will make an engagement party. Fantastic. And there's a photographer. We share the same ethnicity, language, and religion. Now, Ahmed, get all these pictures, have a big engagement party, but do not have an engagement party in cultural clothes. I don't know, which country are we talking about? Where are you flying to? What's the country? What's the country? What country are we talking about? Have a big engagement party, but wear regular clothes. Don't wear cultural clothes. Okay? If you submit pictures in cultural clothes, immigration might think you got married by the dress, the attire. Okay? It's a common mistake. It's a common mistake people make. They get this big engagement party and they send in all these pictures, and the immigration says, you got married. No, we didn't. We had an engagement party. But it looks like a wedding. Because some countries, especially like in Indonesia, in Africa, all the beautiful countries in Africa, Nigeria, the Ivory Coast, y'all have fantastic engagement parties, beautiful clothes. But be careful with those pictures. You're from Egypt. I've been to Egypt, Ahmed. I've been to Egypt 4 times. I've been to Alexandria. I've been to Giza. Beautiful country, beautiful people. I bet your fiance is very beautiful. Okay, all of you. Egyptians. Here's the thing. When you have a big engagement party in Egypt, don't have it in cultural clothes, okay? In Egyptian cultural clothes. Have it in normal street clothes. Like what, just wear regular clothes. Get pictures in front of the pyramids if you can go to Giza. I don't know where you live in Egypt, but it's fantastic. This is awesome. I love Egypt. I went there 4 times when I was in the Navy. And I would go I was walking along the seawall in Alexandria, and I was eating the corn on the cob right off the street there. It was delicious. I got some butter, mantequilla. I put butter on it. Oh man, I loved Egypt, and the weather was fantastic. The weather was absolutely fantastic. Let me see here. Harold A. She's from Slovenia. Donald Trump. Estelle, sounds good. Thanks, Diego. Mountain Dew salute, Estelle. Thanks for that super sticker. Mohammed. Hey, Diego, I hope you're doing well. I'm from Morocco. Very nice. You're going to have your interview in Casablanca. I'm being in love with an American woman. That's good. And we wanted to demand. You can't demand a K1 visa. You can ask for one. It's not a demand. You got to ask for one. We know each other for 11 months. Very good. And she did come visit me. Okay. In the previous month, we have an age difference. That's no big deal. It can be a problem. No. She did meet my mom once during the 17 days she was here. Okay. That's great. Immigration don't have a problem with a big age difference as long as you're in a real relationship. I'm over 20 years older than Karina, my beautiful wife from Venezuela. She doesn't care. I don't care. The relationship's all we care about. The age difference is irrelevant. What's important is you love each other and you're in a real relationship and you can prove it. You got to prove it. It's like you're going in front of the judge and you got to prove your innocence, or, yeah, I'm innocent. I wasn't speeding on I-10. I wasn't speeding. I promise. Francois, look, a super chat from Francois. Mountain Dew salute to Francois. Thank you, Francois. I appreciate that. Karina's at work. She'll be here with me, but she's working. She's working today. She works her tail off. She's working hard, too. She's a hard worker. Estelle sounds good. Diego. Mohammed, you're good. The age difference is irrelevant. Okay? What's important is you got evidence of your relationship. You can prove it. Pictures, photos. Get on WhatsApp chats, right? You make lots of communication. Print that WhatsApp chat. Stay in contact. You got to prove communication and contact and relationship. Okay? That's all you got to do. Mohammed, and welcome to Morocco. And Francois Livingston, good morning. And this is a surprise live chat. Yeah, Karina's at work. I told you guys I'll do a surprise live chat. I'm here for a quick good morning as I saw Adriana Starengo Nunez. Yeah, Adriana's chatting with us. She's doing great. She's having a great day. And Ahmed's here from Egypt. Man, I love it. I tell you what, I was in Egypt and I went out into the desert and I went in this big tent and had this great, big, fantastic dinner in this big tent in the middle of the desert. How did I get there? I think it was on a bus. But I tell you, I had a fantastic time. I've been to Egypt 4 times. I would go back there in a heartbeat. Now, if you plan on going to Egypt to visit, if you're an American citizen and you are dating somebody in Egypt, okay, it's not hard to get there. But you got to buy the visa once you get in the airport in Cairo. Francois, another super chat from Francois. Look at you guys. Mountain Dew salute to Francois for a happy Sunday. 2 super chats. Thank you. Francois, you busy getting ready for you got married, you're getting ready for your green card package. I'm going to help you put your green card package together, okay? Don't send off your green card package until I have helped you with it. And I have gone over it with you slowly, okay? And Francois got married in a Moroccan wedding gown. I hope it's okay, Diego. Yes. Listen, Francois, Mountain Dew salute to Morocco and to Hamid and who's texting me? I don't know, somebody's texting me. Listen, when you have an engagement party, in Morocco, you have it in street clothes, not in cultural clothes. If you submit a K1 visa application and you have a big engagement party and everybody's wearing cultural clothes, immigration will construe it as a wedding. And there's a good chance they will deny your visa. It happens all the time. Have a fantastic engagement party. See, because like here, Mohammed, I'm from Morocco. So Mohammed is from beautiful Morocco. So his K1 visa interview is going to be at the embassy in Casablanca. The age difference is irrelevant. Be in a real relationship. Francois, you said you have a concern that you got married in a Moroccan wedding gown. Perfect. Fantastic. It's no problem. Once you're in America, you can get married in your cultural clothes. Morocco, Egypt, whatever. Whenever you get to America on your K1 visa goes away. You're now on an I-94 for 90 days. You got to get married within 90 days. Then you arrive in America on your K1 visa, give it about a week or 2 weeks, then get married, then give it another 50 or 60 days to put a green card package together, and then submit it. If you can get it done within 90 days, fantastic. If you cannot submit your green card application within 90 days of arriving in America, don't panic. You're in status. If it takes a little bit longer to do, that's fine. and get married in cultural clothes. So Francois said she got married in a Moroccan wedding dress. That's fantastic. That's awesome. It's not a problem once you get to America. Once you're in America, you can get married in your cultural clothes, your Nigerian clothes, whatever, but not when you have an engagement party. Let me see. Let's not miss anybody. Francois, hello, Adriana. How are things? Francois got married in a Moroccan wedding gown. Hope it's okay. Diego, perfectly fine. Francois, excellent. Ahmed, if you visit Egypt with your wife, let me see you. Absolutely. But when we're going to wait till Karina gets her passport, American citizen. We're not leaving America till she's a U.S. citizen. Okay? Because when she goes in front of the scary immigration officer for U.S. citizenship, the first question they're going to ask her is, have you ever left the United States? And she's going to say, no, I've been living in the United States continuously with no break. I have not left. I haven't gone anywhere. Well, I've been to this place and this place. I've been to New Orleans. I've been to Orlando. Maybe I'll take Karina to Disney World. And I'll do a live stream from Disney World. What do you think? Wouldn't that be pretty neat? But we're not going to leave the United States. But when she gets her U.S. passport, I'll definitely come bring her to Egypt on vacation. We'll take a vacation. I could, I'll take her to the pyramids and see the museum, the Egyptian museum where Tutankhamun's gold sarcophagus is. I saw it. It was in 1992, I think it was. I loved Egypt, guys. We'll come see you, Ahmed, but hopefully you're in America by then. You will be. Francois, thank you. Mountain Dew salutes again to Francois for those 2 super chats. Thank you so much, Francois. Ahmed, what about a joint sponsor I-134? If you have a joint sponsor, the joint sponsor has to fill out and sign the I-134. Okay, now remember, don't panic if the consular officer, once you put all this paperwork together for the visa interview, and the consular officer doesn't take the I-134 from you right away, or takes it and doesn't look at it. The consular officer takes the I-134 and sets it over here and continues on and on and on with the interview. Don't panic. But you must bring the I-134s. If you are a sponsor or a joint sponsor, you got to sign it. You got to have the original I-134s, the Declaration of Financial Support, okay? So yeah, Ahmed, a joint sponsor must fill out a form I-134 and provide tax returns, pay stubs, bank statements, etc. as a joint sponsor. And then you're going to have to include that person as a joint sponsor for the green card application also. But then this time the joint sponsor will fill out the form I-864. Okay, so you go to the visa interview, right? You go to the visa interview and it's I-134. When you go to the K1, when you file for the green card, it's I-864. So the I-134 is the Declaration of Financial Support. That's for the visa interview. The I-864 is proof of income, and the sponsor fills that out for the green card. Destiny's Room, good morning. Just stopping by to say hi. What's going on, Destiny's Room? We're glad to see you. Francois Livingston, not to worry, Diego. You have the final say before we mail the green card package. I'm going to get you in and out of that immigration wait time. I learned from the past not to rush. There you go, Francois. There you go. Francois, slow down the process. Don't be in a rush. Slow, slow, slow. Francois, Diego, I lost my head at our wedding reception with friends and forgot to take the receipt. Okay, didn't remember a receipt till the last night, thinking about going back to the restaurant today. Go back and get it. You need to include that receipt in the green card application for the reception, the wedding reception. Karina and I, we got married on the freaking beach here in Florida. We went and got married on the beach. We had about 40, 50 people show up. We got lots of pictures, and then I took them all to eat at the Mexican restaurant in Navarre. Okay, I got the honor of sitting at the head of the table as the groom, and Karina was next to me. and all my friends were all on the table, and I got a big selfie picture of all of us in this one long shot, with this one long all of us in pictures, this side of the table and this side of the table. Those pictures went in the green card application with a copy of the receipt. Okay? And I wrote a little explanation as to what the receipt was. Here's a piece of white paper right here, right? Here's a piece of paper. And I take the receipt right here. I put the cameras. I take the receipt right here, okay? And I wrote explanation. This is the receipt for our wedding reception at the Mexican restaurant. And that went in the green card application. So, Francois, if you get time, I strongly recommend you go back to the restaurant and ask them to print the receipt for you. And also, before you leave the restaurant, have the person sign a salutation on the receipt, like congratulations to your wedding. Okay? That's strong evidence right there. Francois, I honestly wasn't thinking. No, it's okay. You were happy for the moment. It was such a happy time with lots of laughter, great friends, and food. Now you're making me hungry. Will do. Hamid and I are what? I'm getting hungry, Francois. You're talking about food. Whenever Karina talks about food, then I get hungry. I tell you, Karina knows how to make some fantastic arepas. I miss Colombian food. I miss, when I was in Egypt, I miss Egyptian food. When I was in Greece, I missed the Greek food, real Greek food. And, I've never been to Thailand. But maybe one day I'll go there. It's just so far away. Francois, Hamid and I are going back shortly. Okay, Francois, when you go back to the restaurant, have them reprint the receipt and ask them to say to them, hey, this was our wedding reception. Can you write a note of salutation on the receipt? And they will. They'll do it for you. They'll do it for you. And then that way you can include that, and then they can reprint it. Why not? Yeah, ask them to reprint it. They have it on file. They got to for tax purposes. They got to show who ate where and when and how much. Okay, so they can do that. Ask them if they can't reprint it. Run your credit card again, however you paid for it, reprint the new receipt, and then have them cancel the credit card. Do you see what I'm saying? Repay for it, whatever it was. They print the receipt and then cancel it. Have them cancel it. You could do it that way. But that is, will do. Thanks a million, Diego. I did use a credit card. Then it's on file. If you use your credit card, it's on file. They will reprint it for you. Say, hey, I lost my receipt. Can you print it for me, because I'm going to use it for my husband's green card application? And they go, oh, fantastic. So Hamid came here from Morocco. He went to his interview in the United Arab Emirates, the beautiful UAE. And then they might then ask him very nicely, can you please write a salutation on the receipt as a memory for your wedding? They'll do it, and they'll print it. And then you put it in the green card application. And then you put the receipt for the wedding reception in your green card application, and then you get pictures of you going at the wedding reception. Let me see here. Diko Ahmed. If refused, my K1 visa, what happens next? It's rejected or waiting? Thank you. If you get once you go to your K1 visa interview, the consular office is going to tell you whether you passed the interview or not. So the immigration officer is going to say, oh yeah, congratulations, you have passed your K1 visa interview. You've been accepted for the benefit. But when you when you look at your online account, it's going to say refused until you get the issued status or the approval status. Don't panic. You go to your K1 visa interview at the embassy. You pass the visa interview. The next thing that's going to happen, your account's going to show as refused. But it's not refused. It's a global thing. I don't know if it's a glitch in the system. I don't know. They said that Karina had the same thing, refused. And Karina's like, man, my visa's refused. No, it's not. It's approved. It's global, okay? So first you get refused. So that puts the visa in a work pattern. It's in process. Then it gets approved. Then it gets issued. And those are the statuses you're going to see. So Deco says, if it's refused, my K1 visa, what happens next? It's not. If you went to your K1 visa interview and you passed it and they said you got it, you qualified, then don't worry about that refusal. It's irrelevant. You just need to wait on issued status. But if you went to your K1 visa interview and they said you didn't pass your K1 visa interview, and they're going to send your visa package back to the National Visa Center or USCIS, they have to explain to you why. What happened? Why did I not pass this interview? But right now, as of November 10th, 2024, 85% of all K1 visas are getting approved at the embassy interview. Francois will report back tomorrow about the outcome. Yes. Thanks a million. Say a big hello to Karina from me and Hamid. I will do that. Karina gets off of work. Karina texted me. She said, I'm going to be working until 3 p.m. today. So she got 3 more extra hours. So she's going to be working a long day today. But I will definitely pass along those hellos from Francois and Hamid. Francois, when you say scary, it sure is, because you sit there and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Everyone in the waiting room can hear you. Because it's like going to the DMV window. Yeah, that's right. It is. I mean, going to the visa interview is scary. And that's why they do it. Immigration the Congress of the United States put in place this visa interview face-to-face. Number one, to make sure this is a real relationship. But number two, to create intimidation. They want to create some sense of fear, because if you have trepidation, if you are fearful and nervous at the interview, maybe there's something not right with your relationship with your American citizen sponsor, or the other way around. Maybe there's something not right, and they can read body language. These immigration officers, these consular officers, are body language experts. Okay, they are trained on all this stuff. They're trained to look at how you react to specific questions. They look at your body language. They look and see if you're sweating. Are you nervous? Are you scared? So what's the secret? What's the secret? You wear business casual clothes and you go into the visa interview calm and collective and relaxed, and you answer the questions. And if you don't know the answer to a question, you say, I don't know. Don't make up a story. Don't lie. If you lie at a K1 visa interview, they will find out, and then you'll be banned for life from ever coming to the United States. If the immigration officer, the consular officer, asks you a question at the visa interview and you don't know the answer, say, I don't know. You're not going to fail the test by saying, I don't know. You will fail the test if you make up a freaking story. Okay? And Francois, head back to the restaurant and get that receipt from the dinner, and have them reprint it, and have them sign a salutation on the receipt for you. Okay, and then write a little, and then get the receipt, and then tape it on some paper. Okay, tape it on paper, and then up here write an explanation as to what the receipt's for. That's evidence of your relationship. Jacob, Wisdom. What's up, Jacob? Hey, Diego. Jacob, what is going on? How is your family, Jacob? How's everyone? Peter Korea, how long does it take for a green card to come after filing for adjustment of status from K1? Number one, you get your biometrics letter. That takes about 2 weeks. So you send in your green card application via FedEx, UPS, or DHL. Don't use the Postal Service to send your green card application. Use FedEx or UPS or DHL. UPS, FedEx, or DHL will then send you a notice saying, hey, we delivered your green card application to wherever. either Elgin, Illinois, Peoria, Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona, Chicago, Illinois, or Louisville, Texas. Wherever you send it, those are the places. The courier service will notify you, hey, we delivered your green card application. Then you wait for the biometrics. Once you get the notification from Homeland Security, if you included Form G1145, if you put that form in your green card application, the immigration will text you and say, we received your green card application. Here's your receipt number. It more than likely is going to be an IOE receipt number. It could be an IOE number, okay, capital letters. And then you wait for your biometrics letter, go to the biometrics, and then you wait. And it's between 6 to 9 months. But hopefully it will speed up. Hopefully it will speed up as we get closer to January, November, December, January, February. It gets a little quicker. So the question from Peter, Korea, is how long does it take for the green card to come in after filing? 6 to 9 months. Francois Livingston, I'm still surprised how quickly it went when I went. Yeah, it went by quick because they already approved the K1, Francois. They just wanted to see you. They wanted to see Carol. They wanted to see Francois. They needed your input, okay? They needed your input, and you gave them your input. They already had you approved for Hamid. He was already approved. They just wanted to talk to you. That's all. Francois Livingston, I think the consular was testing me. Oh yeah, because he asked Hamid a question which he didn't understand, so I translated to him in Arabic. Fantastic. And the next thing I know, he goes to Hamid and approving your visa. So there was just a little bit of communication problem between Hamid and the consular officer. So the consular officer maybe wasn't so strong on his Arabic in the UAE, in American. And you were the translator. You speak fluent Arabic. You translated the question. Hamid answered it, and everything was done. So that was the thing right there. There was just a translation issue a little bit with Hamid and the consul officer, and it was all figured out. But I'm glad you went to the UAE, Francois. I'm glad you listened to my advice to go there and bring him to the United States, because your appearance at the embassy interview with Hamid, basically you translated a question that was repeated from the last interview, and that boom, it was all done. You're good. You did good. So I'm glad you can speak Arabic. I wish I could. Jacob Wisdom, I sent my adjustment of status for about 2 weeks now. How long do you think it's going to take to hear from him? Usually 2 weeks. The longest I've seen is 3 weeks. Let me ask you this, Jacob. Did you send it by FedEx or UPS or DHL? And did FedEx, UPS, or DHL send you notification that they had delivered your green card application to immigration? Jacob, your family's doing good so far. Well, that's good to hear. Karina's at work. She worked yesterday. She's working today. She's a capitalist. She loves working. Okay, she loves making those dineros. When you send in your green card application, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, make sure you use a courier service. When you mail your green card application or your K1 visa application, always pay with a check or a cashier's check. Don't use a credit card to pay for your green card or your K1 visa. Even though immigration says you can, and you're thinking, oh, you're getting extra points from your credit card, right? Don't do it. Not because immigration won't accept the credit card number. They will. But you got to use cash. But the banks are 9 times out of 10, the banks are saying, we don't recognize this charge. What the heck is this $1,440 charge for? Via what's USCIS? The bank's like, what the heck? So they're blocking the charge, and they're waiting for you to call the bank to approve it. What does that do? It slows down your green card application. Just get a cashier's check or write a personal check. And the price of a green card, including the biometrics, this price includes biometrics. As of November 10th, 2024, it's $1,440. Jacob, we used the post office. Did you put a tracking number on the green card application? When you mailed the green card application to hopefully to the right address, the correct address, right? Did you put a tracking number on that green card application so the post office will follow it and notify you when it's received by immigration? That's the question I'm asking. Then you get, if you want to get a work permit, I think it's $260 for the work permit. And then if you want to get advanced parole, that's $630, which I don't recommend. Advanced parole to me is a waste of money. Just if you need to travel while waiting for the green card, if you have a very sick family member, let's suppose you're from Australia and you got grandma sick and she's on her last legs, and you just got your K1 visa approved, but grandma's sick. You come to the United States knowing grandma's very sick, then that would be a good reason to get advanced parole so that you can travel back to Australia if something was to happen to grandma. But if you don't have any family issues, you don't have any family emergencies coming that you can see, don't use the advanced parole. Number one, it's a lot of money, and number two, it doesn't guarantee re-entry into the United States of America. You're not guaranteed re-entry on advanced parole. Jacob, we paid for next day delivery. Okay, that's great. Did the post office notify you that they had delivered your green card application to wherever you sent it? Where do you live? What state do you live in, Jacob? What state? Don't tell me your address. Just tell me the state you live in. Francois, got to go with my husband now on the nature adventure. Okay. He absolutely loves waterfalls like I do. So off we go. Thank you for your continued support and great guidance. Mountain Dew salute to Francois, and have fun. Now, if there's a fee to go see this, if there is a fee to enter the park to see this waterfall, put that receipt in your green card application. Mountain Dew salute to Francois. Now listen, the tallest waterfall in the world is in Venezuela. Angel Falls is the tallest waterfall in the world. And I can't go see it because Maduro, the dictator, communist dictator of Venezuela, doesn't like Americans. He'll throw me in jail. So Jacob, you live in Florida. Okay. So you live in Florida. And you sent it via the Postal Service. So you sent it to Chicago, Illinois, P.O. Box 805-887. You sent your green card application to Illinois, to Chicago. Right? That's where you sent it. Did the post office notify you they had delivered it? That's what you need to have. Oh, it's a state park. Well, in Florida, in state parks in Florida, you have to pay to enter a state park in Florida. I don't know about upstate New York, but if there's a fee to enter that state park, and you live in New York State, so probably there is, keep that receipt and put it in your green card application and get pictures with Hamid at the waterfall. Get pictures with him. And if you see a group of people there, get them in the picture with you, and they're your new friends, and put those pictures in the green card application. Francois, what you're going to be doing now is building and accumulating evidence that you are together, happily married over the next 60 days, or 50 to 60 days. That's your mission right now. Jacob, so yes. So the post office notified you they had delivered your green card application to Chicago, right? That's good. So you know that. So now you know that immigration received it. Now your green card package is sitting on a shelf in Chicago, in Illinois, waiting for an immigration officer to take it off the shelf, open it up, pull out the check and cash it. If the check clears, the next step is they will notify you with, did you include Form G1145? Did you include this form in your green card application? If you included that form, Jacob, immigration will send you a text message with a receipt number. More than likely, it's an IOE number. And then that is the receipt number for your green card application. It takes about 2 weeks to get this. 2 weeks. Okay? So give it another week at the most. And if you haven't heard from them in about another week, send an inquiry write them a letter to where you mailed it and ask them for a status. So you didn't include G1145. So you're not going to have any idea when immigration is going to open your box and receive your documents. You're going to have no clue. Okay? So all you can do is just wait. Okay? Because if you included form G1145, immigration would send you a text message to your cell phone with your receipt number on it. Hey, there you go. Like sounds like I got a text message. Oh, it's an email. Okay. Francois, what's going on, Francois? She's going to the waterfalls. Jacob, for right now, you know that immigration received your paperwork, but you don't know when they're going to process it because you didn't include form G1145. Give them another week or so, and if you haven't heard from them in another week, send them an email or write a letter to wherever it is you mailed it to Chicago, and ask them for do a follow-up and ask them what's the status. Okay? All right, guys. I've been talking for an hour plus. It's a surprise Sunday live stream. Enjoy your weekend. Okay? Enjoy your weekend. Karina will be back with me on the live stream tomorrow night, which is what? Monday. Okay? Be patient during the K-1 visa process. Stay strong. Don't stress this. Stay calm. You're going to get your green card. You're going to get your K-1 visa. You just got to qualify for the benefit. And then you got to provide evidence of your relationship. That's it. And the process is very, very slow right now. So don't be scared. Don't panic. Okay? If you haven't received your green card yet, it's normal. Like Denise Jefferson's been waiting with her husband, Kenneth. It's normal. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, guys? Jacob, wisdom gets the last word. Thanks. We'll do that. Excellent. See you guys tomorrow.